Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Review.
Here's the Streets of Space Rush and Scare. I can look at this as the expansion, even though I believe it's a full-fledged game. The box is really cool that it looks like an arcade. Kind of looks like that, and on the back of it, you can kind of see what the game would look like set up. It's 1 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes, and 14 plus. So I think the outside, the presentation is really good. When you open it up, you're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in just a few minutes. Now, I got this kind of set up this way. These are the boards that you'll be going across. There's quite a few of them in here. You can see here's one with Toxic Dump on it and different things that will be on these. On the other side, they have one way, like the different colors on them, which you'll need to utilize during setup. But these are pretty nice little boards. I like them, and they all don't look the same, even though you can see, a little bit bland, but they have that 8-bit kind of look to them. You're going to get your player boards for the good guys and bad guys. These are real hard cardboard. And you're going to see a picture of what you're going to have here and the stats and stuff. So the Wolf Pack, Commandroid, Berserker Joe. You can see, man, he looks roided up, isn't he? You got Ludo. You got Jailbreaker. And the artwork, I just love the artwork on this game. Kimidzar. Dumb Ape, one of my favorite characters to play in the game. Square Peg, there's your smart girl, right? So you have these on the other side. You can see when you, Dumb Ape, you can see when you beat them up that they have a graveyard on the other side, which is kind of cool, right? You're going to get a set of dice that you'll have in here. You'll have your little standee things. It's colored for the main players and white for the bad guys. You're going to have any number of tokens. So let me show you some of these. All these are going to have 8-bit look to them. You can see the Jailbreak guys are here. There are miniature upgrades available through the Kickstarter. You might be able to find those. It looks like an arcade game there. You can see that everything has like an 8-bit look, and these are nice standees. These are the quarters you're kind of play with. They are upgraded here. Everything has that 8-bit look to it. Here is Ludo, I believe his name is. Kind of like a kung fu type guy. Here's the Wolf Pack. So you can see these are nice standees with like an 8-bit overview of them. That kind of looks. And there's a ton of these in here. You have hearts for your health. You remember the old games. Here are the different characters that you'll meet during the game. Those all look really, really nice. And there kind of is a custom insert in here where you can kind of start putting things in here. You're going to have a bunch of cards. They have like a gloss feel to them. They feel fine for me. Yeah, a little thin, but okay. You don't need to necessarily sleeve these right away. And you can see the different cards will have the character on it and the name. And then you'll have the icons and the words that will happen with them. And you go through here, like there's a Slurpo, old garbage can lid, Wild Scott's Handbook, a distracting cyber monkey. Some of these are played for hits, like the old newspapers you would see in the old game. So the components are pretty good. No real problems with them I see. Cardstock could have been a tad bit bigger, but this is kind of an independent Kickstarter production, so not a lot of complaints about it in general. So that's the components. Let's take a look at the rule book. So you're going to get a skinny rule book. It looks like an arcade. It says rules and stuff, which is kind of fun. You have a picture of all the components that you would have in here, so you can definitely separate it. And it gives you a little story about the characters as you're going through, right? And it explains about the game board, how that works, and then setup. Unfortunately, there's no picture here with setup, and this gets to be really wordy. But this is the whole game. They stuck it all on one page, which is really nice, and game over down there. And they jump into the icons, heroes, and the movement, and kind of breaks everything down further. How you respawn with your quarters, the bad guys, kind of how they behave, and it kind of goes through. And then a sample gameplay. So it's building on itself, a little fact at the end, and an index, which is nice. You need to find something quickly. You can definitely look at that. And then I'll have a little bit of advertisement for the upgrades that you can have in a different game they put out. So the rulebook is actually fairly good. I didn't have any complaints with it as I was going through it at all.